Hey, what's up guys? This is Ryan and this is another update on my ruptured patellar tendon recovery. About 6 months ago, I had a complete rupture of my left patellar tendon. 25 weeks ago today, I had surgery to repair it. I've been starting about 3 weeks. I did a video about once a week just on my recovery. Been trying to maintain that just to give you guys a resource, something you can sort of look to, not so much to compare against because everyone's going to be in different stages, but just something you can maybe get some ideas. I know a lot of times for me, I'd be sitting around thinking, I wonder if this is normal. Well, hopefully I've covered a bunch of those things in my videos, and you can see those and go, oh, that's normal. I can get past that. Anybody who's been following along, watching all my videos, can't thank you guys enough. Let's get into the updates. So my knee is just steadily making improvements. In the last week or two, I feel like an area that I've improved a lot is just in the overall stability of the joint. It sounds like, everybody I've heard has said that initially, and really for the first few months or more, the joint feels pretty unstable. And I was no different. That's how I was. As my leg's gotten stronger, that's gotten better. And really in the last week or maybe two is when I've noticed it the most. And some of that's just my leg getting stronger. And I think I might be accelerating in that department. And so really it stands out. Range of motion wise, I haven't talked about range of motion that much lately. I'm right at the end of getting all my range of motion back. I'm still not quite there, but I am making incremental progress. I'll give you an example here. If I get down into a deep squat position here, I'm really close, but this being my good leg, if I put all my weight there, I can sink it just a little farther, whereas this one, it just won't go there. Before, it was hard to explain. It was almost more like a pain that wouldn't let me go past a certain point. That's not actually painful. I'm just at the point where it's just tight and won't go there. Making progress though, and so I'm still hopeful that I'm going to get back to being as flexible in this knee as I am in this knee. Workout wise, I feel like I'm making really good progress. I feel like I was making good progress last week. Give you an example of what I was doing. After my warm up, I start with cleans. I usually like to start with cleans because it's still kind of a warm up. You can start really light and just kind of ramp up all the way. Last week I think it was 175 pounds what I finished at. This week I finished at 195 pounds, which actually more than what I was shooting for. When I got to 185, my reps there felt really good. And so I thought I'll throw a little more on, do a couple more reps. And even those didn't feel that bad. So after cleans, I was actually a little more tired than I was expecting, and that's just because I did a few more reps and a little heavier weight. I moved on to squats, and I decided to do something a little different there because I didn't want to go super heavy on the squats just because I was already feeling a little fatigued. And so I ended up doing some overhead squats. And if you've never done overhead squats, they're tricky. I've done them before, so I can do them. I'm still doing my squats onto a box. I can't do a full squat yet. So this time I actually started with a lower box. I started at 16 inches, light weights, added weight, went up to 20 inches, and then added a little more. I went up to 24. After that, I did some single leg jumps. I am going to start adding in some jumping plyometric type exercises. That is something where I'm going to do it really slow and strategically, and I probably could do a whole video on why I'm going to do that and how I'm going to do it, and I may do that. Hopefully soon I'll do that as a video, and I'll start showing a few more of those. But in this case, I did a single leg jump onto like a 16-inch box. I don't love box squats, but in my situation where I've had an injury, it's excellent because I can isolate just the jumping movement and take out the landing movement, which is a higher force movement. So I did those. Then I did sort of a line hop where I'm hopping on a single leg back and forth across the line and just going for time. That actually felt really good. It kind of wore my leg out more than I thought it would. After that, I did a series of just single leg exercises that I've kind of shown before. The dropping off of a step, like a heel tap. Some people call it a Patrick squat or a Pelican squat. Did some of those. Did some raised leg split squats. Those are great because I can get into a really deep range of motion there. Then I did just a single leg squat where I dropped my knee down, touched it onto a pad. All of those exercises, I'm going a little deeper than even just what I was a week ago, even if it's only an inch. You know, if I can progress an inch a week, I feel like I'm making really good progress there. And then the last thing I did was I got on my leg extension machine and just did some partial reps. And I put a little bit of weight on where I could go, you know, maybe 30 to 40 reps and at failure. And I did 3 sets to failure there. And I was literally limping when I got off, not because my knee hurt, but just my quad down here in my VMO and the lower part of my quad absolutely fried. So making big improvement there. Overall, getting stronger, knee feeling more stable, slight range of motion improvements. And so, yeah, no, I feel like I'm doing an excellent job recovery-wise. Things maybe are even starting to accelerate a little bit. That's my update for this week. I probably am not going to be able to make a video next week. So the following week, I'll do my 6-month update, maybe try to go into a little more detail about just the condition of my leg, stuff like that. So if you got anything out of this video, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed and you want to watch the rest of my videos, subscribe, go back. I got about 20 videos prior to this. And thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you soon.